On this episode of Tech Talk Tonight, we talk iPads, we talk Facebook, and we talk a McFish sandwich. All that and more coming up next.
This is Tech Talk Tonight, episode 50, recorded on Ash Wednesday, February 22nd, 2012. Fishy Facebook. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tech Talk Tonight, episode number 50. I am joined, as always, by my inevitable co-host, Gavin Rehkemper, who is live from somewhere in the St. Louis area now. He has currently some sort of dirt on his head.
Hello,
And he
everyone.
no longer is in a room with a dirty bed.
Yes, I fell outside my room, my house, and got some dirt on my head. I don't know what's going on. I'm very confused. I don't know what I'm doing. Someone please help.
I think you just sold out your Catholic faith, but by all means, Gavin, great to have you here. We've been away for a couple weeks, and I take all the blame.
On Ash Wednesday, no less.
Yes, we're back on Ash Wednesday. It's also a woot-off going on right now. We kind of always talk about the woot-off, but we're not supposed to talk about the woot-off because it's Lent. And Tech Talk Tonight gave up talking about woot.
Wait, so what'd you give up for Lent?
What did I give up for Lent? I gave up Facebook and Reddit and caffeine.
See, that's a cop-out. You need to give up all soda. Just having, Sprite is not...
What do you mean? Giving up all caffeine?
If you give up caffeine, you can still drink ski. Or you can still drink A, caffeine-free ski, or B, any non-caffeinated beverage.
Okay, first off, I probably won't do that anyway, because why drink soda if it doesn't have caffeine in it? This was actually my last ski from last night. I went out in style with a nice little bottle of ski. So it's here as a constant reminder that I'm thirsty. But yeah, I give up pretty much all soda, I guess. But I say caffeine, so I'm not drinking coffee in the morning or taking caffeine pills or any of that crazy crap, because I might do that just because I'm really tired now.
I mean, I guess that counts. But last Lent, I gave up caffeine in addition to the other stuff I was giving up, and that just meant I had to drink Sprite instead of caffeinated soda, which is kind of cheating.
So why not just drink water?
Because, I don't know, that's what I'll be doing this year, because this year I gave up all soda, and it's been hard for the first 20 hours or so.
It hasn't even been a full day yet. Congratulations, you're a long ways away. Now, we're not really talking tech here, but do you do the Sunday thing where Sundays don't count because it's not part of the 40 days?
Not since my second grade teacher, Miss Watson, told me I could.
Wait. She told you you could? Or
yeah, in second grade, they said that you could do the thing that you gave up on Sundays. But then I found out that that's a lie.
Yeah, let me newsflash to you. I'm pretty sure Miss Watson wasn't Catholic.
Hey. So she was just trying to send us all to hell.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I never saw her in a church. Ever. Just saying.
Well, I mean, to bring the tech into this,
okay.
I am indeed helping myself out this Lent by preventing myself from going to Facebook instead of just being able to stop myself through the hosts file. Have you heard of that, Braden?
I have heard of the host file. It's a Windows thing that doesn't really help us Mac folk out.
The Mac has a equivalent, though, I think.
Does it? And what would that be?
I don't know. The host file.
The host Mac file. Yes. Yes, indeed.
I wrote it up on my blog if anyone's interested. But, the host file is kind of what translates facebook.com into the IP address. So a quick way to hack your computer into not working with websites is to point that web address to your local computer, 127.0.0.1.
Yes. And are there other ways to do this, say, perhaps by routers?
Oh, yeah. This was something you want to do at your house. Run you can run like the Open DNS, which
Right.
means you put in the DNS settings in your router, and then you can log into Open DNS and block the website. Have you done that yet?
I have not because you just had me go on Facebook to recruit people to come here. Which all those messages, if you got a weird one, it was Gavin telling me to write it.
Don't worry, we're back down to 3 viewers.
Excellent. I'm glad you all found better things to do.
Stop talking about them. They're dead to us.
They were potential viewers, and you had to squash them, Gavin.
Anyway, speaking
Anyway,
of tech that's happening this week or next week, we go to Dryden in the chat room for our iPad news. Have you heard that there's going to be a new iPad out there, Braden?
what's an iPad?
Exactly.
Can you describe it to me in 2 words or less?
Light board.
Light board. That's what you got for me.
Well, light is dual meaning. It's both light in the weight, and it also is very bright.
Okay.
So Dryden is telling us that it's going to come out March 7th. I've also heard that they're going to upgrade the camera, most likely, because the camera in the iPad 2 sucks big.
Yes, it does.
Cherries, blossoms,
Tacos.
and double resolution, high resolution, or whatnot.
Retina screen. That's what I'm really looking forward to.
Why? Like, man,
Why not?
first world problems. I don't have a high enough resolution on my iPad.
Okay. What are you most looking forward to, Gavin? And
I don't have an iPad.
okay.
I do have this Kindle that was a gift. It's pretty sweet. You can read it in the light outside. This is an ad that's on it right now.
So not the Kindle Fire, an old Kindle more or less, right?
It's the new old one. It's like so tiny.
It's the new.
Did we not talk
old
about
Kindle.
this
No,
one
I don't
around
think
Christmas?
so. Maybe I don't think so. Not
It's
in
actually
detail.
really nice. I do really like it. But it's only for reading. Faux show. The battery
But
life is like forever.
hey, nothing wrong with good battery life. I believe that's also going to be an upgrade for the new iPad, which is going to make it a little bit thicker, they're saying.
And a possible 4G. Oh yeah, I've heard that that's probably gonna be true. 4G would be huge. 4G is so fast.
That would be huge, and also I pretty much that guarantees that 4G will be coming to the new iPhone, don't you think?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And while we're thinking about this, and we'll continue on our little Mac spiel here, Mountain Lion. You want to fill us in on that, Gavin, since we've been last on air?
Yeah, for sure. Last week, the beta of Mountain Lion dropped. For all you Mac heads out there, that's going to be the next version of the operating system. It's basically moving in the way of iOS. It's making your desktop more like your phone interface. It has a new like notification system like the iPhone. It has a messaging system like the iPhone. It's going to have the controversial thing is that they're going to have a checkbox that the user can limit to only allow applications to be installed via the Mac App Store, which has some app writers kind of up in outrage.
But it's an option, right?
It is an option, but they default to the default is it's either has to be from the App Store or signed by Apple. But you can turn it down to like Wild West. I can install anything or whatnot.
Okay. But that's not that bad. And the fact that it's just another, well, I guess it's creating the whole Apple walled garden or whatnot. But if there is a set standard for approving these software things and software developers know these set rules and everything that they have to go through, why wouldn't this be a good thing for me, the consumer?
Well, in general, it's probably a good thing for the consumer, but in general, it's probably a bad thing for the developers in that it's forcing the developers to use the Mac App Store, which Apple takes approximately 30% off of all sales. Where before this happened, all the software vendors would have taken 100% of those software sales. So it's kind of
Yeah.
screwing over the developers, and thus will then screw over the users when developers stop writing exciting software because they're getting pushed out of the Mac ecosystem by that 30%.
Okay. I concur. You have sold me.
But anyway, Mac is lame.
To be honest, I am currently looking to build a PC in the near future. So I'm kind of shunning Mac a little bit. Granted, I still have my iPhone, which is probably still the computer that I use the most every day. So, maybe I'm just moving more into what was it, the analogy? I'm moving more into the sports car, and the truck that I need, I feel needs to be more of a PC variety. Does that make any sense? Did anybody get that metaphor?
Yeah, you need the PC to like sit in your basement and run your video stuff. And for your non-intense activities, you want something nice and light and cute, and that would be your iPhone.
Or iPad? There we go. Yes.
What kind of a PC are you building? What are the specs on that? How are you
Okay.
build? Do people really build PCs these days? I feel like that's becoming an art that's not as much used
But
part
I think that's a
activity.
way I can save money on building it. And it's also like I specifically want a rack mount server chassis, the case for it, because then I want to put it inside of a Gator case so it's portable. So that's kind of a priority. Um, the main use of the actual or the PC will be to run VidBlaster, which is a streaming software that'll take place of both Media Live Encoder and CamTwist Studio. I might actually try out sometime soon the trial version of VidBlaster for one of these shows just to see how it works out. So yes, rack mount server chassis, and that will house a full ATX motherboard. So that's one of the things that's necessary. VidBlaster will only use 2 gigs of RAM itself, but then you also want RAM beyond that will run your thing. So I was originally looking like I should put 32 gigs of RAM in this thing because, hey, it's going to be running a lot of video and stuff. But then, reading in further, I don't need that much.
Are you
Okay,
sure VidBlaster only uses 32 gigabytes?
that's what it said on their wiki.
That's amazing.
I agree, and that's kind of impressive, to be honest. I'll keep looking into it. But they recommend Core i7 with a... Let's see here. I need to look that up again.
Listen to this story. I got
Our show just got hijacked. Hang on.
I went to McDonald's to get 2 fish sandwiches.
Is this a tech story?
$3.89 a piece. $8 for 2 fish sandwiches by themselves because it's Ash Wednesday. We're supposed to be fasting. So I
That's
was like, are those really that expensive? Have they always been that expensive? And he's like, yeah, I think so. I'm like, well, it's cheaper for me to get the meal and add the 1 sandwich for $1 than it is to just buy 2 sandwiches. I'm like, so do that after he already rang it up. So then the lady comes over, the manager, and she gives me the sandwich plus the 1 sandwich for $1, which is a better, because I wasn't going to eat all the food because it's Ash Wednesday.
That's amazing. Like, why? Yeah, why is it so expensive? Like, I mean, I know tartar sauce is going up in price, but
What'd you say?
why is it? Well, yeah, that's amazing. Why is it so expensive?
I know.
I hear the futures on tartar sauces are going up.
I don't know. It's just dumb. Cheeseburgers are like $2.
Doug says they used to be 99 cents.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. I'm not crazy.
This is why some people's wives remain invisible. Bonnie, I'm looking at you. By Bonnie, I mean Bonnie Brushwood. Anyway, so that was our McDonald's update. I'm going to sit here and eat Andrea's fish sandwiches while she... Oh,
Dude,
one of these is actually for me. Awesome. I'm not supposed to eat. Okay.
Dude, you're making me salivate now. You're going to make me break my Ash Wednesday rules.
Andrea, we're doing a show. Yes, I heard you. Okay.
Don't eat your
Computers.
wife's food.
I won't eat her food. It's here. Anyway, Core i7. Yes. Probably 8 gigs of memory, I'm thinking then, and a nice SATA 6 gigabyte hard drive.
And how much does that all run you?
Well, I don't have a total now
$8
because I
like
totally need to
McDonald's?
move. Yes, $8 exactly. So I'm gonna buy 20 of them and duct tape them all together and run everything 20 times fast. Because that's how that works.
No, how much is it really? I'm looking to buy a PC myself.
Well, that's the thing. I need to like reprice all of this after reading what I did on the wiki and stuff. But okay, so I was looking. The actual chassis that I want is $85. The motherboard I was looking at was $245. The Intel Core i7 is a pricey $330. The RAM was $330 as well, but I don't need nearly that much. And the hard drive I was looking at was $130 for 750 gigabytes, which ran me about. I have to subtract. But then you also have to add in VidBlaster, which is $500.
Whoa!
Yes. So the way I priced it with all the extra RAM, plus I'm putting Blackmagic Intensity cards in there, $21.75. Which Blackmagic Intensity cards are video capturing cards.
Start saving your pennies.
I am. But that's like totally wrong now, so things will be different soon.
Probably be cheaper.
I'm hoping so. And I look, I don't have to like buy this all at once. I'm looking to like try to find deals on every bit of it. So.
Well, you should be checking Woot.com. There's apparently a Woot off going on.
Oh yeah. We're not supposed to talk about that. This is the second time we've mentioned it.
Ooh, there's a Callaway Golf Humidor set.
I don't think I need that at all.
Ooh.
That would like buying that would almost like be like watching golf on TV.
Watching golf is amazing. Are you on crack cocaine?
No, I'm not. Anyway, do we have any more stories, Kevin? Before Andrea like
no,
barges
since
in
we're
here to
both not
steal our
related.
show.
What? I can't hear you when I'm talking and you're talking.
Go
It's
ahead.
it's like 1995 walkie-talkies here. Like when I'm talking, I can't hear you.
I don't think that's possible. I think it's on your end.
It's simplex. It's not duplex.
Gavin has ashes on his forehead.
What was that?
You have ashes on your forehead, as Andrea
Yeah,
points
where are
out.
your ashes, Braden?
I didn't make it.
No.
No. Andrea gave me some of hers.
That's dirty.
Literally, because it's dirt. Bad joke.
In other news, I had a great, speaking of shady computer things online,
Okay.
I was in the market for buying a cable for my DSLR here, so I can plug it in.
Okay.
It's actually kind of cool. These things, they don't, actually it's not very cool. Instead of like actually plugging into a hole or something, they literally give you like this little like fake battery thing, and it like,
Yeah,
it,
because
like,
I was going to say, my camera doesn't have a plug-in like that.
it looks like a battery, and you plug the cable into it, and then you shove it in the battery hole.
In the battery hole. I used to have a battery kind of like that, but instead it was a battery shaped like the battery that was supposed to go on the camera, but you put double A's in it.
That's funny.
It helped you
That's
out in a pinch, to be honest, so...
Dude, but then they've planned for this. There's actually, in the battery compartment, I never noticed this before, there's a little hole, and there's a little piece of rubber that is built for this, so you can close the battery thing, and it sticks out. It's really nice.
Also, have you ever looked into getting the sideways grip for the thing?
I'm not made out of money.
Can you grab that in the other room, Andrea? The sideways grip?
Anyway, the point of the story is that there's two versions on Amazon/eBay. One cheap that's like $20, and one freaking expensive that's like $50. That's from Canon.
Okay.
and I tried to buy the cheaper one, obviously, because it's through Amazon. It's legit, right? No, it's not legit.
I don't think everything on Amazon is legit anymore. I kind of feel like they're eBay now.
This thing almost fell apart in my hand. Like it's the same basic it's the same basic shape. It's the same basic thing as the Canon one, but it was like crappy, and I couldn't shove the cord in. And when I actually connected it, it like didn't work, and I feared that it was sending too much electricity through my camera.
I blame Amazon, obviously.
So I sent it back and got this one, but it's more expensive, so that's sad.
Only for you.
This is a standard for cameras. I'm a fool.
I saw. I didn't read it out loud. I was hoping you would.
But why wouldn't they have like a hole for DC and AC power like every single other electronic in the history of electronics? Instead of doing this freaking shady thing where like, man, we'll give you a fake battery that you plug in. It'll be fine.
Why didn't my radio back in the day have just a standard little 1/8-inch plug on it so I could plug in whatever audio device I wanted into my radio? Why'd I have to get that fake cassette tape that I plugged in to where then I had to plug into my CD player or whatever?
Seriously, why did radios not come with auxiliary inputs until they're like finally standard now? They were like a cool thing in the early 2000s. Why was that not standard?
But okay, have I told you about my vibe story on this exact topic?
No, wasn't that one of the things that didn't you have like a actual plug-in for
No.
a normal AC?
I don't have a
thing?
plug. There's a button on my radio that says auxiliary. And I went through my manual and it makes it sound like there's an auxiliary port. Okay, it has to be one of the ports on the back of the thing. Like it's not a standard 1/8 inch. It's something different on the back of the radio, I thought. So I took my entire dash apart of my car to get the dang radio out, and then, only then, did I go on the forums and stuff about people complaining about doing the exact same thing because there is no input. It's a fake auxiliary input button on the radio that's in my Pontiac Vibe 2006. And that's why Pontiac stopped making cars, Andrea says.
But so what? So what do you think that conversation is like? There's two teams in the radio division at Pontiac, and one plans for the auxiliary to be there, and then the one that plans the rest of the radio is like, oh, we can't finish it in time. So, but the other team can't take the button off because that'll screw up the design. So it just ends up like that.
Exactly, I guess. I mean, that's what I guess has to happen, because why would you have that button there other than the fact that somebody's like, oh, we'll find a use for this, and the other person's like, no, we won't.
So did you buy the car with the assumption that it had an auxiliary input? Because if so, you could sue their asses.
I kind of did, I think. It wasn't right away that I tried to do this, because heck, who's going to rip apart their dash as soon as they roll it out of the showroom or whatever? But
at least, so you knew that there wasn't an easily accessible auxiliary input, but you suspected that there was one on the back of the radio.
Being the do-it-myselfer that I am, I thought that, yeah, I can just take this apart and, heck, I'll solder it in if I have to. I've got female 1/8 inch audio jacks. I was hoping to be able to use something like that. Nope.
Oh man, that's a good story. But what I cut you off? You were gonna show me your camera dual holder thingy majiggy.
Andrea won't get it, or she couldn't find it, or it doesn't matter. She doesn't know where it is. I broke it a long time ago, so oh well. But the cool thing about it, the actual battery door that's on the bottom of your camera will come off. There's a little metal switch thing for the such device that the actual sideways holder.
Really?
Yeah. It'll come
off.
off.
No, there's not. Not for me.
I bet you it does. Wait, you do have a Rebel, don't you?
Yes.
I don't know. I know the D series has it.
This is the crap one.
It's not necessarily crap. I've seen good
I bought
things.
it for $5.
Well, anyway, the D series has the removable door, and the cool thing that they did with the actual sideways grip was they put a spot on the sideways grip that would hold the door on it so you wouldn't lose the dang thing when you had to take it off to install the sideways grip. Always
Oh,
thought that
that's
was
smart.
cool.
Here's the camera, 100% battery, forever. My question to you is, Braden, do you think it's like it would hurt the camera to leave it on 24/7? Like, is that...
Could this be your new webcam?
Well, the problem is that, like, if you use it as a webcam, well, first you have to hack it to be able to use it as a webcam, because if you just plug it
Oh.
into your computer, it does not recognize as a... It just recognizes as a USB mass storage device.
Yeah.
But you can use the software, and for those of you who are coming to my wedding, which is probably only the people who are watching right now,
Watching live.
You will get to see that software because it's going to be used in our photo booth, and it works pretty well. So I'm pretty excited.
Yes, indeed.
I do have to get a more wide-angle lens if possible. Do you have a wide-angle lens, Braden?
Nah, I think we talked about this, and nothing larger than you have.
That's what she said.
Exactly.
One last interesting camera geekiness thing that I discovered online when I was searching for all this photo booth stuff is there's a really cool thing that you could do. Actually, we may have talked about this, that like you could put the iFi card in your camera.
Yeah.
And have that connected to like a laptop or a desktop at a venue at an event, and then you run this software that I have that you can download that basically scans a folder and presents the photos, whatever photos that are in that folder.
What are you doing?
The only thing that I've always hated about the iFi, they only make SD. They've never made a compact flash version, have they?
I don't know. What do I have?
You have
don't I
compact
have
flash.
I think I have an SD card.
Is SD? No.
I think so.
Is it a... How big is it?
That's what she said. No, it's definitely SD. Let's see here. Compact flash hasn't been used since like 1992.
Compact flash is the standard among professional photographers.
SD, 8 gigabytes. Suck it.
Yep, okay. The D series uses compact flash.
SD is the standard now. Compact flash is way too big for these cameras.
No, the D series has compact flash.
Okay, and that's why it's so big, because half of the camera body is devoted to having a rectum of compact flash container.
Meh.
Anyway, you do
Doug's
your
in the
DIY,
chat
and
room.
then you're running a presentation, and then as you're taking photos, it live gets put onto the presentation thing, which is kind of cool.
We're being booed in the chat room. I
think
was
we should
going to
just
ask Doug a question, but hell with it now.
screw him. He doesn't he know that we are both more agitated because of our lack of caffeine and snacks?
Yes,
and
I
meat?
agree. We are totally like crashing hard right now. This dog has more energy than both of us combined.
Dude, I have no soda in me, I have no snacks in me, and I have no meat in me. What am I supposed to live on?
First off, that's what she said. And second off, I think we should end this now. Since Doug is unhappy.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Good night, good luck, and we'll see you next Wednesday.